Hello everybody, and it's time to do a barrel roll, and today we are back with Monster Hunter Stories 2. As you can see, we have changed our character around. We are now playing as my other character that I've spoken about several times in the other parts. They will be using a sword and a shield versus a great sword, sword shield, hunting horn, and a bow, opposed to what we were previously using, which was a great sword, a hammer, and a what is it? A gun lance. And they will have most of the same quests done that my other one does already, as you can see. So this is all of the stuff they already done, plus the other stuff that there is. Now we will do some side quests sometimes, but for now I'm just gonna try to get a little bit further in the game. So let's get started. So last time we did the Agenath, and we arrived on this island, and that caught us up with the other character. So now I'm going to use her for the rest of the game. So we will be getting more items more often. I'll be checking side quests a bit more often. So yeah, let's get into it. So our team will be a little bit different. We don't have everyone's the same. So we've got pretty much the same, but instead we don't have Ranma. We've got an Aptonoth instead. Now the reason we have an Aptonoth instead is because Aptonoths have the ability to heal, and we didn't actually see this monster while playing as Leo, but this is one I got during the demo. We got the Kulayaku, which is normal, the Puki, and then we got the Bullram. Now the reason we have the Kulayaku is that its attack switch is generally better, but I will probably switch that to the Yankoku unless I get another Rock Breaker, because I'm pretty sure I don't currently have a Rock Breaker, so for now, that's our team. So, back to the normal, I guess. So this is a Selektoth, this is new foe. Being that it's the same as the Aptonoth and the others that we've fought similar to this, we will start with speed and assume that it's power. So let's see if we're right there. And yes, it is indeed. So we're starting with a double attack against the Selektoth, which is really good to start with because we now know one of its weaknesses. Was it also weak to the sword? Yes, it was. So it's weak to slash weapons, which is really good too. We now know two things about it already. So that's an excellent start. So we don't have Kaya, as you can see. We had her for a little while, but now she's gone. She's retired. Well, she hasn't actually retired. She's just back at the other place. If we return there, I don't think that we'll get her, but I'm not too sure. I haven't returned there yet, so... Yeah, so there goes the Selektoth already. So that was a pretty easy fight. About what I expected for something like as Selektoth. They're not very, for lack of a better word, good. They tend to just die really quickly, so... yeah, so we'll get some hide from it, some raw meat, as they normally do, and some more hide. So that's a pretty easy monster, pretty regular drops. Can't really expect or ask for much more from it, really, if it's that easy to defeat. So yeah, so let's keep heading up. So it looks like we've got an objective marker up here. Hopefully we see a bigger monster soon. We will collect this beetle. So there's a Bitterbug, that'll help us later. Alright, so we got another new enemy here. So it looks like we got Jaggy here. Oh, there we go. A little bit of trouble there. So I'm pretty sure this one will be speed. So we'll use technical, but we'll let our Velocidrome use speed for now until we're certain. So yeah, used maximum tackle, and it definitely is speed. So we probably want to swap out our Monstie for probably the Kulayaku or the Puki. Let's go the Puki. It's almost leveled up, so we might as well use it a little bit. Now we will go for technical. Is it weak to slash? Yes, it is. So we will continue to use slash as well. So once again, similar to Selektoth, these things shouldn't be too powerful. Yep, there we go. Already dead. They are a very basic enemy. They're nothing. They're nothing big or anything. So yeah, they're pretty easy kill. You can expect to get Jagras scales here and stuff like that. So that's really good to get to. So yeah. And then we'll keep going up to the objective marker. Oop, we have been turned around due to the Jaggy. So let's head up to this objective marker and let's see if we get a cutscene. I'm assuming that we will. So So it looks like we just got a reveal for the new area, so that's really good. We saw some monsters there that we haven't seen before. Yeah, so there you go. So apparently, he didn't know the place is huge. Well, that's weird considering he's exploring the world, but oh well, whatever. So let's head to Rototh, was it? I think it's said. So let's head to Rototh and go across and get to the end of Prospect Hill. Oh, so it looks like something else is happening now.
Hey, is everything okay, buddy? How's the egg holding up? Oh. It looks and smells nice and healthy. It's sure to become a Claudacious Rathalos. I can't wait to meet the little guy.
Yes, neither can I. Hey, what's that?
Anna! Who was that? And what does he want with Anna?
So it looks like Anna just got kidnapped, so now we've got to go save her as well. So wow, it's just a lot of things stacking on top of each other today already, isn't it? We've only been here for 5 minutes and our companion's already been kidnapped. So, jeez. Why can't I grab that honey? There we go. So that was a little bit of a pain in the butt. Wouldn't let me grab that honey just then. So we got the new honey. We got the royal honey. So we haven't had that before. And it looks like we're in a forest now. So it looks like we've got another new enemy. This is a Gargura. They'll be pretty easy to kill, I would imagine. I'm not sure what they'll be. I'm going to assume technical, but they could be anything, honestly. So, going for a killer strike here. So I just went for regular attack, but my monster decided that that wasn't enough. I'm going to assume it's technical. Okay, so it is speed, so we will lose this one. We lose to a bird, it seems. So, yeah. So we do want to swap out our Monstie for a technical Monstie for sure. I'm forgetting all the buttons again. Oh, there we go. And it isn't it's not weak to our current weapon, so we are going to swap weapons too and try and find its weakness. So we will switch to the Hunting Horn just because it's the next one in the list. So we haven't seen the Hunting Horn before, so what this can do essentially is it has a range of skills. It can do different things and basically not use items, Sonic Bomb equivalent, that's already a thing, and then increase defense. So they're pretty good, but I probably get better ones later down the track. But for now, we're just gonna use the Hunting Horn as a weapon because we don't really need to focus on music just yet. We might need to later on when we get a bit better spells, or not spells, when we get a bit better songs. But for now, we're just gonna be using it as an attack weapon. So yeah. So there we go. So that was a Gargura down. Not a very good score. We got a B there, but we got some feathers, some raw meat, and some more feathers. Could have been a bit better score. That was probably due to the fact that we lost the first head-to-head. Normally, if you don't get head-to-head master or whatever it's called, you don't normally you won't normally get all of the. You won't get the extra points. You get like 75 points. Now I know this is the wrong way. I'm just checking for items because we are in a new area, so we do want to try to get some new items if we can. Probably get some mushrooms, more mushrooms and herbs if we can too, because you can never have enough mushrooms and you can never have enough herbs. You always need them for more potions or more life suit or all that kind of stuff. So they always needing more items. So we do have another Selectoth here. We will fight it, just because we don't know how strong the actual big enemies are going to get in this area. So we do definitely want to try to get some experience as early as we can. So he's going for a protective roar. So I think that ups his defense, if I'm not mistaken. So let's have a look. Yes, it does. So if he had multiple members in his party, it would have upgraded everyone's defense there. Unfortunately, my monster did go for power attack. Now we could have stopped that, but there was just no point. But I am going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to switch to the Hunting Horn, and I'm going to use the Hunting Horn's ability, which is called Savor. And what that allows me to do is it means I have a lower chance of using an item for 5 turns. So I might save an item essentially. So there we go. And now I'm going to use a life suit after the next turn, just to try to get some healing into both me and the monster. Because we are taking quite a bit of damage from these monsters already. We weren't taking nearly as much damage from this with Leo. So yeah, here we go. Did I use the item? That's the question. I'm not sure how to tell if I saved it or not, honestly. So I guess I will have to manually check. Let me have a look, see if it uses it up or not. Yeah, so it did use it. So I'm not sure how to tell if we save it or not. Maybe it will tell us. But for now, it definitely doesn't. For now, it does not. So we're gonna go in for speed, and we have defeated the Slytoth already. So yeah, they're not very strong. I think I said that 3 times now. But we will probably see them very commonly. They're basically the Aptonoth of this area. So we did unfortunately get a C. Which is quite bad, probably because of the mix of the head-to-heads. There was no double attack, and it took a little while because we did end up healing up, so we just got a little bit of hide there. Nothing too fancy, nothing too bad. So hopefully we see something big soon, or something big tries to get us, or whatever. I don't know, I just want to see something big. So, oh, here we go, this might be it. This might be where we see it. Or fight it, or both.
We're here to save you!
No, wait.
Huh?
It's okay.
That kinship stone. Red? No, of course not.
This is one of Red's descendants. We met on Hakolo Island.
If you just told me you were going to Hakolo Island. I've been worried sick, Anna. I thought you had been kidnapped, or even worse.
Huh? What's going on? This guy's a friend of yours, Anna?
Yes, he's from Ruto as well.
My apologies for surprising you. I'm Alwyn. My duty is to keep our village secure.
Well, it looks to me like we might have gotten off on the wrong path, huh? I'm Nathiru, and this is my buddy, a writer from Hakolo Island. Pleased to meet ya.
I'll show you to the village. This way.
Come, let's go.
Target spotted. The moon's blessing is with me.
So it does look like we are being tracked by that cat, what was his name, Tusuko or something? I can't remember. It's only been a little while and I don't even remember the name of it. So yeah, we've got a new character there as well, so Alwyn. So and it seems like Alwyn was just protecting Ina, so he's not a bad guy, he's just, you know, a pain. Ina should have told us about him prior to, so it's just as much her fault as it is his. This might be a cutscene heavy episode, so you'll just have to bear with me while we get through them all. So it does seem that it's just another introduction to the village type panning shot. So, and we do have some dialogue, but it's not spoken. So let's have a look and see what we have here. Okay, so basically everybody's gonna go do something. So we'll have a look around the village. While we're looking around the village, I'll actually get some better items and stuff too. I'll have a look at some quests. Finally have a look at this prayer pot if I remember. I know I'm sitting around in front now, but I want to do the armor and stuff first. So let's head over to the blacksmith.
Welcome.
Let's see what we have available to us. So, oh, it's our first one in a while. Okay. And we want to check his bows apparently. So we want to have a look at the weapons he has available. So we are using sword, shield. We're using a hunting horn, and we are using a bow. So they're a little bit different to what we were using before. Let's see what we have choice-wise. So we've got it looks like we've got Ajnath weapons, I think. Let me have a look. Yeah, so we do have Ajnath weapons, but we don't have any mid-grade ore, so we actually can't make these weapons. Let's see what kind of hunting horns. So they don't have any new hunting horns. We've got a blazing bow, same situation there. We probably need the mid-grade ore. Yes, we do, and we don't have any mid-grade ore at the moment. So we are going to have to get some mid-grade ore, and we are only going to be able to afford one of these weapons, as we only have 6 Ajnath parts. So we're going to have to decide whether we want a better sword and shield or a better bow. I'll probably go with the better bow, just because I don't see us using it very much, which means it's better to have the fire on it. But we'll see what happens. We might get the blazing edge. So for now we can't really get much in the way of weapons. So it's same situation here. Probably need the ore. We do. So we can't get better armor either. But I don't know if we got it at the moment. We might be able to just get slightly better armor than what we currently have. So we get Pookie Pookie. Or we could get fire resistance. We do want to go non-elemental just for now. So I will get the Pookie Pookie stuff. So there we go. So we now have Pookie Pookie armor, which I think is the same as Leo, if not mistaken, except it's for a female character, so it will be look a little bit different. It looks like we can just straight up buy weapons and armor too, so let's see what he has for sale for that. So yes, he doesn't have anything that we don't already can craft, so there's no point in buying these. I think this is just for if you make a mistake or something.
Thank you.
So apparently he hasn't had a human since our grandfather, so that's interesting. So we'll see if there's any new quests. There probably is. So, it says strengthen your bonds with your monsters. This is new. Strengthen your bonds with your monsters and battle buddies will keep you in this way and accept more challenging subquests. Okay. So basically, if we just keep playing the game, we'll get more subquests. So it looks like we got 2 to turn in, so we'll turn these in, starters. Let's give us a little bit of experience. There we go. So nothing super fancy there. Whoop. I did want to read that. So we've got kill some Jaggy, collect some commodities, break parts, get a Gothic Garlic by the looks of things, sell some items, and then the ones we've got accepted at the moment are offering, turning quests. It looks like we got to slay something. I probably should have done that back in the first area. I can always go back and do that. Into Monster Dance, slay small monsters, forge, win head-to-head battles, and then that's it. So, except for this one here, which I might go back to do at some point, looks like most of them are just over time ones. So they should be pretty easy to do, easy enough to do. We'll see if anyone in town wants to talk to us as well, because sometimes people in town will have subquests for us as well. It does not look like anyone does it on the bottom row, so I will go to the prayer pot before we go to the top row, because otherwise I'm going to forget about it again. So we will put in we will offer it a charm. What do we got? Assumptions, battle results, or 10. We'll grab the gathering one for now, why not? So there we go. And that will have increased gathering for 30 minutes, so that'll be really helpful if we're looking for certain items. Now we will head to the destination. It'll probably be a cutscene, but we will head to the destination. But it also doesn't look like there's anyone up here that really wants us to do a mission for them either, so it might be alright. It might not be many missions to do.
Grandfather, my apologies for worrying you, but
I spoke to Alwyn. What were you thinking, running off to Hakolo Island like that?
I had to keep my promise to Red. He wanted his old kinship stone taken there.
And you crossed the sea on your own, just for that?
Elder, Zellard, this is the rider from Hakolo Island.
Naviru and Best Buddy reporting for duty. Nice to meet you, Gramps.
So you are Red's grandchild. I do see the resemblance, I suppose. We all owe your grandfather a great debt. If there is anything we can do for you, by all means ask. And where did you procure this?
Guardian Ratha gave it to me.
And then you brought it here?
I had no choice. There are hunters after it. Please, let's keep the egg here, just until it hatches.
Elder, could this egg be?
Indeed. Descendant of Red, do you know of the rite of channeling? I see. So you have come here without having completed the rite. You are inexperienced as a rider, and have nowhere near the power held by your grandfather. You would not be capable of forming a bond with the monster in this egg.
What?
What do you know of the Wings of Ruin? Legend speaks of Razewing Ratha, a monster so powerful it can bring ruin to the world with every beat of its wings. Some even say it was such a monster that laid waste to the village that once stood on this site.
So you're saying that inside this egg...
It matches the description of the egg in the legend.
But...
Hey, quit yanking my tail. You don't seriously believe all that. You can't just decide the monster's gonna be evil before it's even born.
I know, it doesn't exactly sound fair. However...
Should this Rathalos hatch and awaken to its destructive power, you will be to blame for what happens. Are you prepared to take that risk?
Buddy!
It's a rider's duty to protect the egg they've been entrusted with, no matter what kind of egg it may be. As a start, let's see if the human youth has what it takes to participate in the rite of channeling.
I confess, I am curious to see what the young one can accomplish with Red's kinship stone.
Grandfather...
Don't sweat it, buddy. You can do this. Come on, let's get this little guy hatched.
So basically, we were just told that we're not good enough. That's nice. It does look like we have a house set up, so it's telling me to head over to the house. What I might do, though, is we might actually go do that hard quest, because I did miss it, and I would like to try to get all the quests with fighting monsters done. So I definitely want to try. So let's go back to the island. I'm pretty sure we'll go to the evening. I think we were in the afternoon last time, so we'll go to the evening this time. I know that I'm pretty sure the last couple of episodes I didn't change the time of day. It's been afternoon for like 2 or 3 episodes. That was just due to the fact that we didn't actually leave the area. So yeah, now let's see if we can try to work out where this hunt is, because it didn't tell us, did it? Where is it? No, it was the hard one, wasn't it? There it is. So where is this? It just says Hakua Island. Can I? Okay, is it the objective? It doesn't seem like there's a marker on the map though, so I'm not sure how to tell if I'm at the monster or not. That does make things a little bit harder. Okay, so oh wait, was it a certain time of day that I needed it to be? Yeah, that also might be it has to be the day. Okay, so we are gonna have to switch to back to the day. So all I have to do that is I have to just go to a caravan and then just go wait until the afternoon. So we will go for this particular quest, we will have to wait for the afternoon, but definitely try to make it evening in the next episode, if that's the case. So we can do a bit of the quest in that. Oh, there we go. Right away, there's a den behind us, and that would be where we have to go. So let's go in and do the objective quest. Sub-quest den, it's called. There we go. So this monster should be basically a harder version of a monster that we've fought before. I would assume it's probably, given it's called the Blue Menace, it's probably a Velocidrome. So probably going to come up against a stronger Velocidrome here. Now Velocidromes aren't very strong to begin with, so saying a stronger Velocidrome is still a bit of a stretch. When I say stronger, I mean it's just going to be probably hit harder, probably have better attacks, but I don't imagine it's going to be too much of a hassle to take out. So yeah, this should be some mushrooms. It is excellent. That's what we want to see. Hopefully this den isn't too long as well. But we'll see. We'll see. That one. So we do have a couple of chests. We will actually grab those actually. So I'll go back and grab that other one too that I missed. It's just up around this on this ledge here, so it shouldn't be that hard to get. If we need to climb up or whatever, then we won't be able to get it, unfortunately. But we don't need to, so it's fine. So there, you get some bone ointment. That'll be good if we come across another Aegianath. Silver cricket. Not sure what they do. So it looks like we got two paths. I'm gonna go this way because there's a treasure up the other way. So there's not much point going the other way. And hopefully we get to the nest soon. Doesn't look like there's anything. Oh no, we got an enemy here. So we got a Pookie here. So we are going to try to avoid the Pookie. And we do that quite easily, so that wasn't very hard. I did miss that bug though. So yeah, it does look like it will be a stronger Velociprey. Sorry, Velocidrome. So let's see how strong it actually is. If it's actually a threat or if it's just another monster with a fancy name. Let's find out. So we will swap out. We know that this thing is going to be speed, so we will immediately swap out to a technique monster. There we go. So we have our Pookie out. And then we want to go technical ourselves, and it doesn't say that it's weak to Thingo, but most Velocidromes are weak to Slash. So hopefully, and yes, seems like it is indeed weak to Slash. Yes, it is. So we'll keep the sword out for now. If we need to switch to the Hunting Horn to heal or up our defense, we will. But for now, we'll just keep on dealing damage this way because this is working. So once again, it's going for another speed attack. It just keeps on putting itself in a bad situation. So we'll just keep on utilizing that. And when it gets mad, we will... whoops, I didn't want to do that until it was mad. Never mind. Well, we're going to mount now then. Yes? I do not want to use the kinship skill though. That's something I didn't want to do. So it's still not mad, so it's still going to go with speed. It has indeed. So... there we go. So that's another level for the thing. So now it is mad, so now it's switching to power. So we're going to switch up to speed. Oops, and then after this turn we will use the kinship skill, and it will be a new kinship skill, so that'll be fun to watch as well. So it'll be the Pookie's kinship skill. So there we go. So here we go. We are going to go for the kinship skill, and let's see if it kills it. So that was definitely a new one. I'm sure if it wasn't already poisoned, it probably would have been poisoned just then. So yeah, that was kind of cute. The Pookie gave us a little umbrella with his tongue, and we were able to avoid getting poisoned ourselves. So that's excellent. That's really cute and adorable. Now we are switching to a speed monster here, just because it is currently in power form. So it just makes it a little bit easier with the damage and not taking damage. So I do not imagine it's got too much fight left in it, although it is not panting, so it may still have a bit of fight left in it yet. So these are definitely much stronger than their, I guess their juniors. They're definitely not pushover by any means. So we'll just keep attacking with speed until it calms down, and then we'll switch back to technique. Oh, there we go. So we do win that. That was a bit of a harder one to do than normal. Is it still angry? Yes, it is still angry, so we will ride on our Velocidrome here. Probably should name them actually now that I think about it, but I don't really like naming things. Even in Pokemon I don't often name things, so yeah. Wish there was a way to knock it down or something so we could get some crits in, but this is alright, this is working out fine at the moment. Not having too much trouble yet. So we are going to go for another kinship skill. We are going to skip this one because we have seen Velocirush a few times, so good damage on that. And it is still angry. Unfortunately our Monstie is going for a technical attack, which means it will lose. Now, I might be able to fix this. I might be able to stop this from happening. I'm going to switch to the Bulldrome, and he should use a power attack with a bit of luck. And if he does, which he has, excellent, then at least we're not losing that one. It's just going to be a tie instead. So yeah, I will get some slash damage in there just a little bit. Ooh, so this thing does hit quite hard. So we do definitely want our Monsties to be winning those, not losing them. So we will switch Monsters again. I'm going to switch back to the Velocidrome. And hopefully it will use a speed attack this time rather than a one. It has. I'm going to play a bit of a risk here. I'm going to switch to the Hunting Horn. And I'm going to use the Saber one again. And we're just going to see if we can get some... Oh, so I don't have any... I don't have any points. I forgot about that. You need points to your skills too. So we'll just do a double attack and that'll give us some points. And we won't take any damage as well, which is excellent, which is really good. Alright, so now I will use Saber. And then once Saber's up, we will try to heal. Oh, actually, we might lose a heart here. I didn't realize that our Velocidrome was going for a technical attack, so he's going to lose that battle, and it's going to take quite a lot of damage. Yeah, so unfortunately we have lost the heart. That's our Velocidrome's fault though. He should have gone for a speed attack. He's actively aware that this monster is a speed monster. And it does seem that the Velocidrome is not weak to hammer, or sorry, blunt as well, so I'll have to be a bit more wary of when the monsters decide to be not what they are. I do desperately need a better sword and shield. This one is really weak, so we got another double attack. It's just double attacks like mad. How many is that now? Like 5 or 6? It's insane. And this thing is still fighting strong. So this is a very these hard monsters are very tough. They definitely do not go down without a fight. So I'm gonna go for a speed. We're just gonna get to level 2 because it is panting and stuff. So I don't imagine there's got much fight left in it. And then we're gonna use a kinship skill of Velocirush. Get that a skip. Hopefully that defeats it. It does. Excellent. We get extra points for having the finishing blow being the kinship skill, which is absolutely incredible. So there we go. So that's a hard monster down. Did take a little bit longer than I expected it to, but definitely worth it. Seems like we got a bit of money out of it and stuff. But with that hard monster down, and with us being told that we're not good enough for anything essentially, we'll grab an egg from here. We'll see if we can get a gold one. And then we'll call it end the episode there. I think that's a pretty good place to end. So that's an Aptonoth egg. So we haven't actually seen those before. We do want to try to get a gold one, even if it's something we already have. You always want to try to go for a gold egg. You never want to get like the lower eggs if you can avoid it. Sometimes you don't get a choice, like now. So yeah. So unfortunately we didn't get a golden egg, and all we got here is this is a Yankut, I think. So unfortunately we didn't get anything new, and we didn't get anything gold. So it is a bit unfortunate, but what are you going to do about it? But with that one, I'll head back to the village. So we'll probably start back in the first village when we get back. But yeah, until then, wherever you are, stay safe and be well.